What if I told you that the fastest way to wealth isn't working harder, but owning less? Sounds crazy, right? Here's something that'll blow your mind. The average household has over 300,000 items. 300,000. Yet studies show that we only regularly use about 20% of what we own. That means 80% of your money is literally sitting in closets, garages, and storage units, gathering dust. But here's where it gets interesting. There's a small group of people who've cracked a code that most of us completely miss. They're living with less, stressing less, and somehow banking more money than people earning twice their salary. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how they do it. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why the secret to getting rich might actually be in what you throw away, not what you buy. Stick around because point number 7 is going to completely flip your understanding of what wealth actually means. If you believe you're built for more, subscribe now. We're here to guide you with tools, strategies, and stories that actually make a difference. Number 1. The 72-hour rule, breaking the instant gratification cycle. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you saw something online, felt that rush of excitement, and bought it within minutes? We've all been there. But here's what nobody tells you about that dopamine hit you get from clicking buy now. It's literally designed to make you poorer. There's this fascinating concept that changed everything for me. It comes from a Japanese philosophy called the art of negative space. It's not about what you add to your life, but what you deliberately leave out. Now I'm going to show you how to weaponize this ancient wisdom to save thousands of dollars every single year. Here's the system. Whenever you want to buy something that costs more than $50, you wait exactly 72 hours. Not 24 hours, not a week, exactly 72 hours. You know why? Because researchers at the University of Southern California discovered that the average impulse purchase desire drops by 74% after 3 days. 74%. That's nearly 3/4 of your shopping urges just disappearing. Number 2. The capsule life system. Your possessions are bleeding your wealth. There's a concept in economics called shadow work. The invisible labor you do that doesn't feel like work but consumes your most valuable resource, time. Every item you own demands shadow work. That extra winter coat needs cleaning. Those decorative plates need dusting. That second TV needs a streaming subscription. It all adds up, not just in money but in mental bandwidth. Here's what the wealthy figured out decades ago, but nobody talks about. The less you own, the richer you become. Not just financially, richer in time, richer in mental clarity, richer in freedom. The rule is brutally simple. If you haven't used something in 90 days and it doesn't serve a specific seasonal purpose, it goes. Sell it, donate it. Just get it out of your life. Because here's what happens when you do this consistently. You start seeing patterns. You realize you've been spending money on 3 different things that do the same job. You discover you own 4 phone chargers but only need 1. You find duplicate items you bought because you forgot you already had them. Point 3. The social chameleon strategy. Spending money to prove things to people you don't like. Be honest with yourself for a second. How much of your spending is actually about you, and how much is about what you think others expect from you? There's this quote from the book The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel that hits different. People tend to want wealth to signal to others that they should be liked and admired, but using money to buy fancy things may bring the opposite result. Think about that. We're spending money to be liked by people who won't like us more because we spent that money. Here's a stat that should make you uncomfortable. According to research from the Journal of Consumer Research, up to 73% of purchases are influenced by social comparison. Not need, not even want, just keeping up. Your coworker gets a new car. Suddenly, your reliable Honda seems inadequate. Your sister renovates her kitchen. Now yours feels outdated. Your friend posts vacation photos from Bali, and your weekend staycation feels pathetic. We're trapped in an endless game of social one-upmanship that nobody actually wins. Here's the secret that millionaires know, but broke people don't. True wealth is invisible. The richest person in your neighborhood might be driving a 2015 Toyota and living in a modest 3-bedroom. Meanwhile, the person drowning in debt has the BMW in the driveway and the Instagram-perfect living room. There's a concept from the book The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley that completely rewired my brain. The authors found that most millionaires are shockingly frugal. They buy regular clothes, drive average cars, and live in middle-class neighborhoods. The people who look rich, they're usually just good at looking rich. Point 4. The one-stream death trap. Why earning more won't save you. Here's something that's going to sting. If 100% of your income comes from one source, you're not building wealth. You're renting your survival from someone else. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. 7. Meanwhile, most people are desperately clinging to one job, hoping their boss doesn't discover they're replaceable. This isn't about working harder. It's about working differently. Here's where minimalism becomes a wealth generation machine. Every item you own but don't use is a potential income stream. Every skill you have is a potential service. Every hour you waste on maintaining stuff is time you could be building assets. There's a concept from the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki that everyone quotes, but nobody implements. The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. Here's what that actually means in practical terms. When you adopt a minimalist lifestyle, you free up 3 critical resources: money, time, and mental space. Let's say you implement everything we've talked about so far. You're saving $350 from downsizing, $4,200 from convenience cuts, $144 from delivery fees, and another $400 from strategic socializing. That's $12,094 per year. Most people would just save it or waste it on something else. But here's what wealthy minimalists do. They use that money to build income streams. Number 5. The delayed gratification compound, the marshmallow test for adults. Let me tell you about Kevin, a sales manager who struggled with spending. He made $87,000 but was $34,000 in credit card debt. He started implementing delayed gratification on every non-essential purchase. First month was brutal. He wanted to quit. But by month 4, something shifted. He started getting excited about not buying things. The dopamine hit came from saving, not spending. 18 months later, he'd paid off all $34,000 in debt and had $11,000 in savings. But the transformation ran deeper. He got promoted because his improved self-control showed up in his work. He negotiated better. He followed through on difficult projects. He earned a $14,000 raise. The delayed gratification compound affected his entire life. Here's the secret. Every time you delay gratification, you're voting for your future self over your present self. Do that enough times and your future self becomes wealthy, capable, and free. But there's one more piece to this puzzle, and it's the most counterintuitive one that money can earn, and the strengthened self-control muscle. That third benefit is invisible, but it's the most valuable. Number 6. The energy budget. You're not broke, you're exhausted. Here's something that never gets talked about in personal finance. Every decision you make costs energy, and energy is more valuable than money. There's a concept in psychology called decision fatigue, the deteriorating quality of decisions made after a long session of decision-making. Barack Obama and Mark Zuckerberg are famous for wearing the same thing every day to preserve decision-making energy for important stuff. But here's how this connects to minimalism and wealth. Every item you own requires micro-decisions. Should I wear this or that? Should I keep this or throw it away? Should I repair this or replace it? Should I organize this closet today or tomorrow? Those micro-decisions seem trivial, but research from Cornell University found that the average person makes 35,000 decisions per day. Even if 95% are automatic, that's still 1,750 conscious decisions daily. Every item you own adds to that load. When you reduce what you own, you don't just save money and space. You save mental energy, and that energy can be redirected to wealth-building activities. Let me show you the math on this. Let's say decision fatigue costs you one poor financial decision per week. Maybe you're too tired to cook, so you order delivery. Maybe you're too drained to review your subscription, so you keep paying for services you don't use. Maybe you're too exhausted to negotiate your cable bill, so you accept the price increase. If each of those decisions costs you just $30, that's $1/5 of $6 per year lost to decision fatigue. But it's worse. When you're mentally exhausted, you're also less likely to ask for raises, Start side hustles, invest wisely, or learn new skills. The opportunity cost is enormous. So here we are, 10 ways to live minimal and get rich. But let's be real about what we've actually covered here. This isn't about becoming a monk or living in a tiny house or never enjoying anything. This is about intentionality. It's about questioning every automatic behavior that's been programmed into you by a society that profits from your consumption. I believe knowledge is the foundation of success. If this video helped you, like it, share it with someone who could benefit, and subscribe for more insights. Now, if you really want to level up, don't miss this next video. Let's continue there.